All right, everybody. Lloyd Hannison here from the Stadia Cast podcast with a little bit of bad news. So we just had a good news video, and we're going to have a bad news video. Google I/O is the annual developer conference that Google puts on. So they invite people down. They teach them all about programming for Android, Chrome, Chromebook stuff. It was going to be kind of the big coming out party for Stadia after release. Stadia's been out for a while, but a lot of developers are getting into it. So there was a lot of thought that the Stadia stuff would have been a huge focus of this year's Google I/O. It looks like because of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 stuff, Google has decided to cancel Google I/O this year. Makes total sense. You don't want to have thousands of people together sharing germs. We don't know what this virus is going to be yet. There's projections that it could be horrible. There's projections that it's going to go away. There's projections somewhere in the middle. So no big companies are taking a chance here. They don't want to get 1,000 people out and then a whole bunch of people get sick, leading to deaths and spreading the virus to other parts of the world. And since Google I/O is an international thing, well, it's in the US, but people come from all over the world to partake in Google I/O. It's a little bit disappointing that it is been canceled, but it makes sense that it's been canceled. So this was broken on The Verge. So The Verge says that Google is canceling its I/O developer event this year amid the ongoing coronavirus outbreak. Google I/O was due to take place between May 12th and 14th this year. The cancellation just comes days after Google scrapped its Cloud Next event in San Francisco in favor of a digital first event. So I/O is kind of one of its biggest coming out parties. So I've seen Google I/O where someone did skydiving from a plane and landed on stage. Well, landed somewhere else, ran on stage with new phones. It's usually a big thing. So we don't know what Google's going to do in addition to other digital events that they're running. There's a lot of thought that Google I/O is going to become completely digital this year. They're going to have a keynote-like video, and then some of the sessions, they're going to take them and put them digital. I'm sure we'll get more news from that in the near future. Yeah. Google I/O is gone. Again, not the end of the world. People's health is way more important than a developers conference. Turn that music down just a touch. Google updated their events.google.com/IO website today. And it basically says, due to concerns around the coronavirus and in accordance with health guidance from the CDC, WHO, and other health authorities, we decided to cancel the physical Google I/O event at Shoreline Amphitheater. All guests who have purchased tickets to I/O 2020 will receive a full refund by March 13th, 2020. If you don't see the credit on your statement by then, please reach out to io.google.com. Guests who have registered for I/O 2020 will not need to enter next year's drawing, and they will be automatically granted the option of purchasing an I/O 2021 ticket. Over the coming weeks, we'll explore other ways to evolve Google I/O to best connect with our developer community. For additional questions, please contact io.google.com. So a couple things here. If you were lucky enough to get a ticket or the option to purchase a ticket, basically they get tens of thousands of people apply or to the lottery, and then only a few percentage points of those people can actually buy a ticket. Many reasons. Google usually gives away hundreds or thousands of dollars worth of equipment at these events to people that are there. So these tickets are a hot commodity for people that just want to get the latest and greatest Google hardware. But if you won the lottery this year, you're going to get a full refund and then the option to purchase next year, which is fantastic. So I'm sure we're going to be talking about more things Google I/O in the coming weeks and months here on the StadiaCast podcast. As we said, it's kind of it's the coming out party for Stadia. Stadia has been going since November. It's in its fourth month. It'll be in its sixth month by the time that I/O would have been coming around, or seventh month by the time I/O would have been coming around. This would have been a perfect time for new developers to get hands-on with development kits. the virtual development kits, to do some coding in the cloud, to see kind of how the back end works compared to the front end, and how you can properly debug stuff that is running in the cloud. This would have been an amazing event for developers that were maybe people that have worked on Android phone apps or tablet apps that maybe wanted to take some of those games and port them over to Google, to Google Stadia. Also, could have been for a lot of different publishers and developers as well. There's a lot of people on my Twitter feed have been complaining that it was canceled, but completely understand because of the coronavirus. But hopefully, as Google said, they'll be doing some things in addition to the other digital events that they have planned. Maybe there'll be some digital events around I/O. You'll be able to still see some of the stuff that they would have been working on. So anyway, a little bit of bad news, but everybody's health is way more important than being able to get together and play the latest games, see the latest hardware, look at the latest technology. People being healthy is way more important. But if anything else comes from this, you can definitely be sure that you're going to find it here at the StadiaCast podcast. Again, we record every Sunday at youtube.com/StadiaCast. We record live, we release it as a podcast, we release videos all week. Check it all out, youtube.com/StadiaCast. We would love to see you there. So that's going to do it for me, Lloyd Hannison from StadiaCast. Take it easy, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time here, right here on the StadiaCast YouTube. Hit thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Do all those YouTube things. Take it easy.